The law of forgiveness. The law of forgiveness for me is a really, really important one. And it's interesting, we just came out of two very potent webinars, which are connected to this as well. And the enemy of progress, and then embracing progress. So without forgiveness, you're not really allowing flow and creativity into your life and really connecting to wholeness on another level of wholeness. So forgiveness, what the law of forgiveness, what is that for me? And that's for me to be able to forgive and to forget and release all grievances. Now, why may say, why forgive and forget somebody who abused you? Well, in all the webinars I've been doing over the years, with familial traits and unity with the ancestors and all that, I've been working with, okay, so if I was abused, why am I attracting that? It's from my epigenetics normally. So I've worked with multiple levels of inner child work. I've worked with the wounded child. I've worked with the system work. And these old systems are showing us why we're attracting abuse or why we're the perpetrator in the system. So for me, the last stage in the way is forgiveness and to be able to say sorry as well. So forgiveness is something which is not really for the other person only. It's more for you. Because if you don't bring in forgiveness and acceptance and letting it go, and I would say leave it up to God, leave it up to karma, leave it up to the higher powers, let it go, move on with your life. You are not going to be, you're going to be entangled with pain, you're going to be entangled with a person, topics, you're going to be stuck with that for the rest of your life unless you can really let it go. And I've seen people become mentally ill, physically ill, and lose their lives because they haven't been able to forgive and forget and release grievances. Now, if you're not forgiving, not forgetting, you are in the wounded child state. So you're not in an adult state, you're in a childlike state. And that is the wounded child because you're resentful, you're blaming, you're not able to move on. It's something that you need to take a look at. So, who should we forgive? Number one. The most important for me would always be parents. And I want to give you the homework before you do the webinar. So, where have you not forgiven your mom, your dad? Where can you not let it go? And work with it. Bring it up before the webinar. Then, where have you not been able to forgive your siblings and then everybody in your life, the community, everyone, like everyone? Is there anyone you can't forgive? It's really important. Find those people that you can't forgive and look at it, face it, and leave it up to the higher powers, leave it up to God, because this is really, really crucial for letting your system heal in many, many ways and to connect to wholeness, to connect to creator. So then there's the next part, yeah, the community, but then there's a part, where can I not forgive myself? Where can I not forgive myself? Look at that, find that, resolve it in your system. Please, 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 really, it's really important to do this. This is very, very important work to do. Then where have you not, said sorry? That is important. Like if there's someone alive and you harmed them or you did something wrong, an apology. It's not enough only to do it spiritually. Maybe there's an apology needed in the system and says to that person, I'm sorry. Now, sorry should come from a place of I'm sudden, I'm sorry, and stay in that topic, which I did. I'm sorry, and not deflecting from what I've done. Not I'm sorry, oh, because I was abused as a child, I did this to you, or because you did that, I did that. No, a sorry is a sorry. It's staying unconditionally with the word sorry about that specific frequency and that action you did, and that is your apology. No excuses, no deflection, no dissociation, and no, out of body sorries. Grounded, staying to the point, staying with the frequency. I'm sorry. This is very important and very healing work to be done. All the webinars I've been doing are in the academy and they're all related to this. So this is a very big piece of the puzzle. And it's going to be two webinars over the weekend. If you can't make it, no excuses. You can watch it whenever you want. And this is something I really would invite you to do, an exercise of Where have I not forgiven my parents? Where have I not forgiven anybody in my life? Where have I not forgiven my country? Whatever it is, the medical system, whatever it is, where have I not allowed myself to say sorry? Where have I not forgiven myself on that level? So this is really, really important to do. And I invite you to be part of this webinar. There's always something in us where we're holding. And it wasn't really like I sat myself with a few things like, oh, okay, I need to go further with this one. It's not clear. So ask your system, who have I not forgiven? Why have I not forgiven? What's going on? And bring it up before the webinar. And then in the webinar, we can clear it completely and go back into a state of flow and wholeness. So yeah, if this is something you'd like to look at, I invite you to be part of this. It's a powerful container, doing it in a container of like-minded people with the one intention, and we can clear it very potently together. So yeah, thank you for being on the journey, and thank you again for all the feedback on the last, the enemy of progress, and then progress. It was two very potent webinars. And yeah, thank you for all the sharings and being part of that as well. It's helping the collective, it's helping ourselves. And if we can really go into, forgiveness, it's going to change the world within us and around us. It's a good time to do it. Thank you for your support.